So welcome back to another episode on Aisha's Academy. And today we're learning about lowest common multiples and highest common factors. So please watch the previous prime factor video to help you with these. So let's go. So when it comes to lowest common multiples, they are literally the lowest multiples between two numbers. So example 1, if a question says, what is the lowest common multiple between 12 and 40, the first thing you would do is work out your prime factors of 12 and 40. And we're going to use our prime factor trees to do so. So first of all, if we have 12, break that down into 3. 3 is a prime factor, so we're going to circle that, and we have 4 as well. 4 is going to be further broken down into 2 and 2. So because 2 is a prime factor, we're going to circle those and then work out your prime factors for 40. So that would be broken down into 4 and 10. Again, 4 will be further broken down into, have a guess, 2 and 2. And then 10 will also be broken down into 2 and 5. So because all the 2's and the 5's are prime factors, we are going to circle those. Circling is not mandatory, it's just a way of distinguishing your prime factors. So then draw a Venn diagram of the prime factors. So we're drawing our Venn diagram and then label them just so you don't get confused. So 12 on one and 40 on the other. Doesn't matter, it can be vice versa. So because they have two 2's in common, we're going to put 2's in the middle. And then 3 on the side of 12. And then another 2 and a 5 on the side of 40. Then multiply all the numbers in the Venn diagram together. This is how we work out lowest common multiple. So your 3's times your 3 2's and your 5, which would give you an answer of 120. So let's have a look at another example. So if you have example 2, and the question says, what is the lowest common multiple of 35 and 60? Again, we're going to draw our prime factor tree. So 35 will be broken down into 7 and 5. And because these are both prime factors, we'll stop right there and circle those. Then we need to now break down 60. So the prime factors of 60 are 12. Not the prime factor, sorry. We can be broken down into 12 and 5. And then 12 can be further broken down into 3 and 4. 4 again can be broken down into 2 and 2. So your prime factors for those, circle them. And then next step, we need to draw our Venn diagram. So draw our Venn diagram, label them as well. So one with 35 and one circle with 60. And then because they both share a 5 in common, that's going to go in the middle. But then also on the side of 60, you're going to also have a 2, a 2, and a 3. And then on the side of 35, you're going to have a 7. Multiply all the numbers in the Venn diagram together, and you're left with an answer of 420. So when it comes to working out the highest common factor, the method is very similar to working out the lowest common multiple, and you're going to see that as we go through these questions. The only difference is that rather than multiplying all the numbers in the Venn diagram together, you multiply the numbers in the middle of the Venn diagram together only. So example 1. Find the highest common factor of 120 and 88. So again, we're going to draw our prime factor tree. So 120 can be broken down into 5 and 24. 24 can be further broken down into 6 and 4. 6 can be further broken down into 3 and 2, and then 4 will be further broken down. We've seen this a few times, and it would be 2 and 2. And then circle your prime factors. And then now we need to draw a prime factor tree for 88. So 88 can be broken down into 8 and 11. 8 can be further broken down into 4 and 2, and 4 can be broken down into 2 and 2. Then circle your prime factors. And then if we draw our Venn diagram, same way as with the lowest common multiple so far, the methods have been similar. So label one with 88 and one with 120. Again, fill in your Venn diagrams. So they both have 3 2's in common. And then 88 has an 11, and 120 has a 5 and a 3. So because it's only just the numbers in the middle, it will be your answer of 8. And then example 2, find the highest common factor of 32 and 80. So if we further break down 32, you'll be left with 4 and 8. Break down 4 again. You'll be left with an answers of 2 and 2. And if we break down 8, you'll be left with 4 and 2. 4 would need to be broken down one more time into 2 and 2. So you're left with 5 2's as your prime factors. And then work out your prime factors for 80. So 80 would be broken down into 8 and 10. 8 would be broken down into 4 and 2. And then 10 will be broken down into 2 and 5. And then lastly, the 4 will be broken down into 2 and 2. And then circle all your prime factors. Then draw your Venn diagram. Label your Venn diagram with 32 and 80. They have 4 2's in common this time, so they would go in the middle. And then 32 would have an extra 2, but 80 would have a 5. So because they have 4 2's in common, multiply those 4 2's together, which would leave you with an answer of 16. And that's pretty much it on highest common factor and lowest common multiples. So thank you for watching this video. This again links with the prime factor video, so watch that if you need help understanding the prime factor tree. But if you enjoyed this video, remember to comment, like and subscribe and join the Aisha.Academy family. And if you have any video requests, please comment below. Thanks for watching.